Hey guys, welcome to another video. A new day with a new international issue has gifted the global market a consistent pattern of price hikes. Like it or not, inflation has become a global phenomenon, and one has to learn to live in it. Hence, we bring you 5 easy and viable steps to tackle inflating prices in everyday life. Keep watching this video to take a look at those 5 essential steps on how to not be broke during an inflation. Step 1. Establish a proper budget. The foremost method to keep prices in check is to stick to a budget. In 2021, 80% of people in the United States plan their costs, compared to only 68% in 2019, according to Debt.com. The change is likely the result of inflation. Now is the moment to chart out your expenditures. Given that there have been general fluctuations in prices in several categories, Lindsay Bell, the chief markets and money strategist for Ally Financial, suggests that budgeting would enable you to keep a fair track of the amount and the pattern of your expenditure. Assessing and canceling subscription services and checking online price comparison websites before filling up on gas are some of the straightforward cost-cutting techniques to combat growing expenses. In addition to that, switching from name brands to private label brands is one of the simplest things one can manage when it comes to grocery shopping. Step 2. Pay off current variable debt. Many people use whatever money is left over at the end of the month to pay off debt, hence keeping those debts at the bottom of their financial priorities. According to Jay Zygmunt, financial advisor and the creator of Live, Learn, Plan, paying off debt, particularly variable debt, should come second to living expenses and be well ahead of investments. The variable debt generally accounts for the lines of credit, personal loans, and credit cards, and variable rate mortgages. Even if there are several investment opportunities, he asserts that none of them should come above paying credit card interest, especially if the said interest has reached 16 to 18%. Step 3. Keep an emergency fund. It might be tempting to look for assets that will keep up with inflation as prices rise. However, experts advise saving enough money to handle any urgent financial issues before you consider investment plans. As simple as it may sound, fewer than half of Americans have enough funds to handle a $1,000 emergency bill. According to Zygmunt, clearing off debt shall be the utmost priority, whereas placing a decent fund for emergency cases shall come second. It is to be noted that the interest that will be accrued on those funds shall be very small, less than 0.1% points. You will initially lose money due to inflation if you keep an emergency fund in a high-return savings account, yet the funds are necessary viewing they serve a purpose in an emergency. For instance, a sudden medical urgency in which you don't want to take that chance. Step 4. Explore the bond market. People who are debt-free and have 3 to 6 months worth of expenses saved up can look into secure investment possibilities. Such possibilities shall guarantee an increase in value over time. The first such product that both Bell and Zygmunt suggest exploring is I-bonds. I-bonds are backed by the U.S. Treasury and linked to the Consumer Price Index. This is due to the fact that its interest rate is adjusted every 6 months based on the rate of inflation. Further, they can be cashed out every year. According to Bell, I-bonds are not a bad place for investment, assuming that inflation is anticipated to climb higher over the next 6 months. However, a drawback to this asset is that it tends to restrict your investment to $10,000 in a given year. The next government-backed investment to consider is called Treasury Inflation Protected Securities, or TIPS. As per Bell, getting your hands into the bond market using TIPS is a more advantageous place to be, assuming you won't need the money for more than 2 years. The Treasury Direct website, your bank, or a broker can be looked towards for the acquisition of bonds. Step 5. Make house improvements. Recently, there has been witnessed an upsurge in house prices, which is excellent for current homeowners, but not so great for those trying to enter the market. As advised by Bell, renters should probably wait a bit longer before making their first home purchase. She has also suggested people to make improvements in their present homes before buying a new one, despite the rising cost of building materials and labor, because the skyrocketing market prices, if any good, promise higher returns on investments. According to Bell, economists predict house values to remain elevated amidst the rising mortgage rates. Hence, as long as home prices are moving upward, home upgrades will continue to prove economical. The bottom line is, during the past few years, people dabbled in investing activities, thanks to the stimulus checks, meme stocks, and the cryptocurrency mania accompanied by the oddities and opportunities of the market. But with inflation on the increase, it's now more important than ever to steer clear of those riskier investment alternatives and instead turn to tried and true methods of asset preservation. Hence, before engaging in the market, you shall prepare yourself by creating a realistic budget, paying off variable debts, and establishing emergency funds. Finally, when the part comes to investment, make sure the assets are safer and inflation-linked. We've reached the conclusion of this video. Let us know what you think in the comments area below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our forthcoming videos. Thank you for taking the time to watch. Take care till the next one, and good luck.